right? So I'm just doing a little bit of that, you know. Instead of going into my theme song, because again, I'm still not ready yet, still have not embedded it, so a little E minor, G, D, and then go to D. I don't know, you know, I just, so I'm just saying that in lieu of just having I didn't feel like picking up my phone and going like this, you know, right? So anyway, my last video recording, I talked about how many podcasts are out there. There were 700,000 podcasts, 25 million podcast episodes. Like there's a glut, talk. And I'm a talk show guy. My whole life is talk shows. Grew up on talk shows, daytime TV, nighttime, all this talk radio. One of my heroes growing up, or someone I loved and admired greatly, was Howard Stern. I was a big, huge Howard Stern fan. I don't listen to him anymore, and I lost interest actually in Stern really right before he went to satellite. And he actually got better, you know. But I'm not going to talk about Howard. What I will say about Howard is his sort of style was so unique and different. And now my guy, the number one guy for me, is Joe Rogan, and I've been listening to Joe since the beginning, day one, 2009, Christmas Eve, December 24, 2009. You could even find that episode, Joe Rogan's podcast, you know. So I was talking to Madeline. I go, what are the differences? Like, you think of the people who I looked up to, these talk show hosts, like when you compare Joe Rogan to Howard Stern, like obviously Joe Rogan is number one now, 2019. Not that there's a competition, but there's a change of the guard. Like you say that Howard Stern was the king of all media. He was the king of radio. Joe Rogan is the king of podcasting. And here's a huge difference. When you talk about like the person and character, Howard Stern, his whole thing was everyone sucked. Like, just making fun of people, and this sucks. Robin Williams sucks. This, all other comedians, they suck. And I know Howard has changed. He's gotten older. He's evolved. But for that was one of the things about Stern. Everything was so negative. Like, he sucks. He sucks. And you know what? I actually wrote the number down here. Joe Rogan podcast. His last guest was Penn Jillette. I think that was on Friday. And I've not listened to that yet, but that was his 1,343 third guest. 1,343. I wrote this down. And he's had like 90 MMA podcasts and some other things too. So I kid you not, I've listened to every single podcast over the 10 years. 1,343. There may have been a couple I kind of, but to be perfectly honest, in the year 2 or 3, I may have missed a couple. But it's pretty safe to say that I've listened to every one of his podcasts, all 1,343 podcasts, and it's in entirety too. Like, I kid you not. And all those hours, thousands and thousands of hours, Joe Rogan has never once disparaged another person. He's never once said, oh, he sucks. Oh, he's a dick. He's an asshole. Not once. Maybe there have been times where he said, oh, this person's not, you know, like he's damaged or whatever. But he'll explain. Like, even the worst fucking human, he'll say, well, you know, he's probably his upbringing. I don't know. The point is, this Joe Rogan, and that's why I love this man. He is such a good person, and he's fair, right? I mean, in terms of politics, he is a centrist. He leans left. He's kind of like me, center left, right? So he had Bernie Sanders on last month. Steve Rennell asked him, "What do you think of Bernie Sanders?" He goes, "He's a fucking great guy, nice guy. I don't know if I really subscribe to a lot of his views, but I like him." I mean, it goes for everyone, even the worst person on the planet, like Donald Trump. It's like he'll say something good. Well, at least he's funny. He's an asshole and all this and that. But I'm telling you, Joe finds goodness in everyone. And every one of his guests, again, 1,343 episodes, it's like these people he brings on, he just brings out the best in people. That's why I love Joe Rogan. Love the man. Okay. On that note, good books, good friends, and a sleepy conscience. Tabor Talk. Peace, love, and understanding. This hand.